To review RVs for a living is already so much fun, but then to get to look at these luxury $1 million plus Class A diesel pusher motorhomes is really, really special. And this For Travel here actually has a ton of stuff packed into it at a price that is a lot more palatable than some other like really high end stuff, although this is also considered really high end. And we have a special guest on here that we're going to bring on to tell you all about this For Travel motorhome. So let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Myles with Firmly Unbound if you are new here, and we are here taking a look at this ForeTravel Realm Presidential, and I have a special guest here. This is Terri from one of our stores here with Blue Compass. And Terri, tell them a little bit about your experience and just why I even, maybe I can explain why I picked you to be in this video, but tell a little bit about your experience.
Hey, good morning, Myles. Thanks so much for having me on your channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, first of all. I've been in the RV business for quite a while now. I've been with Blue Compass, what was once RV One, but now it's Blue Compass. I've been with them for 15 years, so quite a while I've been doing motorhomes. We took over the brand of ForeTravel Presidentials and regular ForeTravel Realms back in 2014. I'm sorry, that is not right, 2019, and our first Tampa show with them was in 2020. So it has been a remarkable experience to sell this coach for the last 5 years. It
Yeah.
has just been unbelievable, and this show is amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here and to talk about this realm a little bit today.
And where are you located at? Because you don't live here in the Tampa area exactly, but you are in Florida, right?
I am. I live in the Orlando area. Our store is in Castleberry on 485, so it's right just north of Orlando, downtown Orlando. So super easy to get to anytime you want to. And if ForeTravel is not in the market for you or not in the budget for you, absolutely we have other brands. We carry Integra, we carry travel trailers and fifth wheels and Class Cs and from a pop-up up. But if you're looking for the best of the best and you're trying to be in that, if you're in that more elite category, I like to think of it, this is definitely the coach for you.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. These are really fun to take a look at. We also have a bunch of different options out here at the Florida show. Now, when you're seeing this show will have passed by the time this video gets uploaded, but they're going to have a lot of different options as well. This is just one model that we'll be taking a look at, one floor plan offering from ForeTravel, but a ton of different stuff out there. We'll put her contact information down below in the comments and description because I could not recommend more. If you're looking at motorhomes, I mean, this here is the person to contact. So I met her at the Hershey RV show back in the fall, and I was just sitting back. Yeah, I don't know if I think I told you this a little bit, but I was just sitting back filming, and you were talking to customers, and I heard you just going off about all the different qualities in the motorhome you were presenting, and I was like, oh, this is someone that really knows their stuff. So and I don't mind showing like my flaws. So I'm not like a motorhome expert by any means. I know a lot more about towable RVs than these motorhomes, and especially when we get up to this price category, there's a lot to get into. So I'm gonna let you take the show, Terri, and let's go ahead and go around the outside and kind of explain what makes a ForeTravel, and then we'll hop inside.
Perfect. Thanks, Myles. The great thing about ForeTravel is the way that they build. Where they start, everything starts with a foundation, right? So when you're thinking about building a house, you think about the foundation and how that foundation is put together. ForeTravel is the only coach that's built on a K4 Spartan chassis. Big difference between that and things like other brands, King Air, London Air, those things, Cornerstones, Zephyrs are all on a K3 chassis. So now you're going to a tubular steel chassis. Hopefully you can get some video of that chassis
Yeah,
a little
it's
bit.
right
I've
around
got,
the corner, right?
Yep, we've got it here in the display. So it's the K4. So it's zero cambered. It's a flat chassis when it gets built. So from front to back, you get to be a flat chassis. And when you start with a square foundation, you build a square coach. And that's what you want to build, is always make it square. ForeTravel does some neat stuff. They put steel studs in the walls of this coach rather than aluminum studs. They do a closed cell PVC foam for insulation in the walls. When you start to look at the paint, you've got 7 layers of clear coat on this paint. I mean, it is slick as glass when you touch it. You cannot beat it. One way that I like to think about a coach is if you look underneath, you've got paint. They carry the paint and the lines all the way underneath the slides. Nobody else does that. I mean, they put the puck LED lighting under here. It's an amazing construction when they do this. Naturally, it's got the cooler on the outside. Everybody has that. We don't want to talk about that. It's kind of boring, right? Let's move on to something more exciting. I just want to say that when you get into a coach that has a giant safe box for your books and manuals, that is a big deal. I mean, you already know that you're getting something really, really cool.
Definitely.
One thing here, a 110 bit electrical outlet, and a hose bib. That means that on the other side of this compartment, there's another one of those, and there's a pressure washer. So that pressure washer is mounted in the coach. You can take it out, you can bring it over here, you can wash both sides of the coach without dragging hoses all the way around the coach.
Awesome.
Just makes life easy. And watch, these doors close like a champ when you close those up.
Nice.
That's the other side of that. That's the box for that. Both of these are power. Great way to see the chassis outriggers and things like that they put down here. Just, somebody left their Celsius in here. They did not,
That
did not
always
finish that
happens.
up.
I'm telling you what, Celsius should sponsor the channel just off of how many of these get left behind in the RVs for a show like this.
Exactly, because salespeople need them. I mean, I got to tell you.
Right?
One thing to look at here is the way that these slides are rounded out. They are, every coach out there uses a gasket and a seal method here. ForeTravel does not. They use an air bladder around that slide. That air bladder is deflated when the slide comes in. Then it's reinflated once it's in, and the same thing when it goes out. So it's deflated and then it's reinflated. That means that you don't see a bunch of rubber gaskets and seals hanging out. If you've walked around, you've seen them on everything out here today and yesterday.
So what I understand too, because I talked to somebody yesterday that purchased one of these here at the show, and he said that that was one of the biggest features that really made this stand out to him, especially at the price point, because you'll see this in like, you know, your higher end stuff like a Newell or your Prevost and stuff like that. So
absolutely.
This is, I mean, this price point is pretty remarkable. And I know it seems like probably for the average person that like this is still wildly expensive, but it's relative to stuff out there. I mean, this is pretty modest.
It's pretty much, I mean, to go across the aisles,
Yeah.
basically from us, you're jumping to the 3 millions.
Yeah.
And to go to the Newell, you're jumping into the higher twos.
Yeah.
And you're waiting a much longer time. I've got stuff on the ground right now. We've got 25s here that are available today.
Yeah.
I like this compartment. It's a water manifold system. It's all etched stainless steel that ForeTravel uses too. They keep it really, really clean. I mean, they just do such a phenomenal job here. That's a great place to see your water pump. It's a 110 Headhunter water pump, not that 12-volt stuff that you're used to having.
Yeah.
So now you can take a shower, wash the dishes, and do the laundry at the same time and still have water pressure left over.
Awesome.
I mean, it's just kind of cool the way they do that.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So 4 slides on this coach. It's got the blackout package.
Yeah.
It's got all the wheels are black, the chrome is black, the mirrors and stuff on the front are black. So they really do a good job with these wheels. This is a passive steer tag axle. You've got a 17-degree wheel cut on that tag axle. That means this coach will turn around in a circle, basically. I think you're 36 feet from curb to curb.
Nice.
That is a nice, nice turning radius.
Yeah, that is.
We'll just open that up to give you a look. One of the things you notice first is how this motor sits so low in the coach. It gives you great access to it. If you needed to work on something or if something went wrong on the highway, it's super easy for anybody to get in there and get work on that without a whole lot of issue at all in there. Fire suppression system. ForeTravel prides himself on being one of the safest coaches on the roads. That's just one of the safety systems. There's multiple, and we'll talk about those as we get inside and stuff.
Awesome.
Close that up for you.
How much can this tow?
20,000 pounds.
Awesome. I imagine most people buying a motorhome like this are towing a vehicle or a trailer or something behind
there. They're towing their Denali or they're towing their Jeep, but some people are towing a stacker trailer. You 100% can tow a stacker trailer with it. So 20,000 pounds, ton of towing capacity.
Yeah. Let me show the frame over here real quick because this is that Spartan K4 chassis.
Yep. So when you look at, one of the reasons that we're able to get so much storage underneath this coach is because of the way this chassis rail is. When you go outside and you can look at some of the K3s or a Freightliner chassis, you're going to see that they're about 8.5 inches, right? This is only 6 inches, but it's tubular rather than open. So you've got more steel in a smaller space. That frees up 2 inches of space down here, which 2 inches doesn't sound like a lot until you need it for storage, right?
Yes,
and RV owners are crazy about storage, so it's a big deal.
Every single little inch matters.
It matters so much. And when you step back from that coach and you just scan the side of it, I mean, it's got all the things that you would expect. It's got blind spot monitoring. It's got 360 cameras. It's got the awning cans on this side, not the awnings, but you have the cans here. So and you really get a look at how they fade the paint and how they marble the paint. I mean, it's just
let me ask
phenomenal.
you a question because you said it has the awning cans here, but not the awnings. What does that mean exactly?
So those cans match the other side. So when you're going down the road, it's equal. So you've got the LED lights underneath those cans.
Yeah, so that's going to be up here
at the top.
right there. Yeah, so
It's got slide toppers, and you'll notice that they carry the paint all the way through. It goes all the way up through those cans. It goes onto the slide toppers. When you open up this compartment, naturally, this is just your wet bay. And again, it's one of those areas that nobody wants to talk about, nobody wants to fool with, but
yeah.
you have it, and it's nice and clean.
Well, it's funny that you say too, even that it's just your wet bay, but look at how nice this looks. I
Right?
mean,
I mean, it's all etched stainless steel again,
yeah.
and it's just really cool. One great thing about this coach compared to so many others, we don't talk enough about capacities, I don't think. So
Hmm.
200 gallons of fuel capacity. So you're
Nice.
carrying 200 gallons of diesel, more than
Yeah.
anybody else.
Yeah.
You're carrying 160 gallons of black and gray, and it's one tank. And no more chemicals because they use a UV light in there, so you're
Nice.
not having to deal with chemicals. So
Awesome.
that
Yeah.
makes that really
Gosh,
nice.
yeah, you're gonna be able to go a long ways between
Yeah,
filling up, which
and
is awesome.
without, and you can bypass the tanks. You can open the valves from inside the coach. 600 aqua hot, 2 electrical elements, nice large reservoir for your water that it holds. So with 2 electrical elements, you're able to, if you're using this coach in the summer in Florida, you never have to turn the diesel side of that on. But that's your heat, that's your hot water, and those doors just close really nice and tight. It's just the other side of that storage that we looked at before. These are all motion lights, so you gotta
Get your hand.
yeah,
inside
you gotta
of
move them a little bit. Sometimes they'll catch it right away.
Nice. And then this here too, this is gonna hold down like that, so you can
Absolutely.
slide your stuff out of there.
And this comes way out, and I love this. It's little things that ForeTravel does that nobody else does. That's just a Spartan chassis kit. What that means is that's your belts, hose, and filters. So let's say something does go wrong. We never want to talk about it, but it happens, right?
Yep.
So if something does go wrong, you can get somebody out to do the repair, but they may not have the part. Now you have your own parts.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is great. One thing I've always said on my channel from like day one, and credit the manager that hired me into this industry for teaching me this, but he told me, and I say this to everybody, they only make two types of RVs, ones that are broken and ones that will be broken. And stuff just breaks and stuff will happen. So when you
It
have all that,
does.
stuff there that's kind of there to, it's, I always tell everybody to have level expectations with stuff going wrong, but that's such a big extra step to like give you stuff already to prepare for something
Exactly.
potentially going wrong.
Exactly. I mean, and nobody else does that. So
Yeah.
just to have that on board your coach to take care of. So that's that pressure washer I was talking about.
Awesome.
Neat thing about this, what I like to show, is that it looks like it's just bolted to the fiberglass wall, but that is all the way into the frame. That
Oh,
thing
that's
is not going anywhere.
that's
So
literally not moving at
it's not
all.
moving. You've got your kits here for safety. You've got your fire extinguisher naturally. You do have dual Tyron safety bands on the front of this coach. So I love that.
What does that mean exactly?
That means that if you were to blow out a tire, that Tyron safety band is going to keep that tire on the wheel.
Oh,
So it
awesome.
lets you get off the road safely and things like that.
Great.
Neat thing about that is if somebody goes and adds Tyron safety bands, they may only add one, but because this tire is a 365, which means it's about that wide, they put two on there just to make sure you've got enough coverage. And then this is your batteries. You've got 8D batteries in there.
Just 8.
Yeah, it's a huge battery
This is
bank.
so cool. I'm already learning so much. This is
Good.
awesome. I mean, it's fun for me, guys, for the viewers watching. This is, a product line that I know a decent amount about, but man, you know a lot more than I do. So I'm so glad you're here
Yeah.
and able to be on our channel.
Well, thanks for having me, and don't let me get into too much. I'll go down a rabbit hole, unfortunately. So this is where your wiring harnesses are. I stay out of this bay. I don't belong in here. I can't
Yeah.
fix it. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But you can open the front generator from here. Great thing about ForeTravel is they burn stamp their wiring harnesses every 6 to 12 inches, and then your Spartan wiring harnesses are stamped every 6 to 12 inches. So if there was ever a problem, you can definitely take care of it from there.
Nice.
Big heavy duty mirrors. Top and bottom of those mirrors are power. Everybody's got power mirrors on the top. Nobody has power mirrors on the bottom of that. So that bottom concave piece,
Yeah.
that is also going to be
Powered. Nice. Very
power. And when you look at the front of this coach, I love the look. The front end of this coach is absolutely amazing. I mean, they use black stainless because this has the black wheel package. That's why you see the black mirrors on board here. So nice, nice. Really changes the look of the coach from that standard chrome that we've been looking at for years and years and years. One thing here that you'll notice, again, we go back to safety on this coach. That is the collision mitigation system and the adaptive cruise control. So just like your car, it's going to slow you down when you're on cruise control and somebody gets in front of you slowing down. And it's also going to stop, apply the brakes to this if you need to in an emergency situation.
Nice.
You've also got automatic windshield wipers on here, and you've got a Mobileye system. That Mobileye will notify you with a haptic warning in the seat, which means it's going to kind of vibrate your butt a little bit. So it'll tell you if you're drifting out of the lane
Oh yeah.
without having the blinker on.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so you just kind of know what's going on. It's also going to notify your passenger because it's going to beep, so they're going to tell you too. So
Got it.
just be aware. Somebody else is talking to you there. Let's go in.
Yeah.
One thing to look at,
Oh,
and it's
go ahead. I'll let
not a
you do
big
it.
deal. It doesn't seem like a big deal, are the steps on this. They're executive steps, but when you stand on these, they're not moving.
Oh yeah.
Go walk in any other RV.
I
And
wouldn't
tell
be
me
very confident doing that in many
exactly.
RVs.
So it just changes everything. I'm going to get out of the way, Miles.
Yep. Yeah.
And
I'll follow
you
behind
look
you.
at the steps because this particular interior is so amazing.
Wow.
This is a new interior for 2025. They, as far as I'm concerned, ForeTravel blew it out of the water with this one.
This is, yeah, really impressive. I mean, the detail right when you walk in is
Yep.
just immaculate.
And when you get in, now this floor plan is an LVB, so it is a bunkhouse model, which means you're going to be able to sleep 2, 4, 6 people in here. And you've got 2 full bathrooms, so not just a bath and a half. Every other floor plan that we have is a bath and a half. The bunkhouse has 2 full bathrooms.
And then in the back, this one also has a spa. So make sure you get to when we get to the back there.
Oh, we'll talk about that spa.
Yeah, it's
Because
incredible.
that's a different world back there.
It
That's
is.
I have a customer that just picked up a ForeTravel and they bought it because it had a bathtub. They didn't even necessarily need the bunk beds, but they wanted the bathtub. So
Yeah.
it is a big, big deal.
I can imagine.
One thing when you notice when you walk down through here, you don't see, if you've been in other coaches before, you've seen that strip where the slide comes in, where it covers that piece. That's because that slide has to come up. This piece of this, and I'm going to put my foot on this piece here is going to drop down when the slide comes in. So we call this a true flush floor in and out. So what that means is this piece drops down into the floor of the coach. The slide comes in, and so it's level when it's in and out. You're not rolling stuff underneath that slide. You're not busting your ankles when you're walking down through here. It's remarkable the way that they do that. It is, when you watch a slide come in on this coach, you just kind of go, oh my gosh, it's just really cool. When you turn around, you've got the TV that's up front in this coach.
Oh, where's the controls for that? Let's
Right
drop
here.
that down real quick.
Because it's awesome.
You got your control panel right there. Oh my goodness. That's a huge TV.
It is. I had one customer ask me if we could move it forward just a little bit so he could watch it while he was driving. And that was probably a bad idea, but you
Right.
know. So you have that big TV there for the whole family to watch. You've got another TV here that everybody can watch when they're going down the road when this one is put up.
Yep. And for perspective, I'm sitting on the sofa right now. So this is going to be kind of like what your view is, sitting here hanging out. If you're sitting on like this part of the sofa, obviously you'd be looking off to the side a little bit to see the TV. But you also have another one right here too.
Yeah, there's no shortage of TVs in this
Yeah.
coach at all, because there's more when we go to the back, and I'll show you those. One thing to notice on this Presidential is that you have that Needler air ride seat, and a lot of people have commented this weekend, well, it looks a little bit smaller. That is an amazing seat. It is, and I've got the air out of the coach, so I can't raise it up right now, but this thing will come up and ride like a seat. It's made to go 1,000 miles a day. So if you needed to drive across the country in a hurry, 100% this is where you want to be sitting.
Awesome.
100%. Everything is power up here, tilt steering, telescoping steering. Oh, I can't say that fast really 5 times. You do have a phone charger here, a wireless charger, and mount for your cell phone over there because everybody needs that. You have air level as well as hydraulic jack level, so it has both. This coach gives the passenger the ability to set the navigation system up over here for you if you're changing locations all of a sudden.
That's actually really nice. There's a amount of times I have just like thrown my phone to my mom or my girlfriend or whoever's in the car, like, hey, can you change this?
Yeah,
real
fix
quick
this.
for me?"
Where are we going?
Yeah, right.
Exactly, exactly. This booth, we've got this side pulled out so you can kind of see how big it will get. So it will seat 4 people around there. This one's tucked in, so if you're traveling alone, you've got that side.
Nice. I didn't even notice that those extended out further
Hmm.
than like that standard
Right,
two-seating
because it
position.
looks really clean. It doesn't look like an adjustable
No,
piece.
it
You know,
doesn't
it
at
looks
all.
really, it's super clean. And then this is just a leaf in the table back here that'll come out to collapse this down some.
Wow.
Again, if there's just two people.
Yeah, if someone walked in here by themselves without somebody showing them this, you would literally have no clue that that extends out.
Right.
There's no way to tell.
And with this new decor package we have in here, it's called aristocracy, so it sounds fancy too, and it is. But it's got the two-tone cabinet, so it's got the darker on the bottom and the lighter on the top. This countertop, I mean, it has stainless steel built into the countertop, so you'll have to kind of get up close to
Really?
see
Oh,
that. You can
whoa.
feel it when you rub your hand across it,
Oh, wow.
right?
That is sweet.
It's Italian marble on the floor. So the floor in this is just remarkable.
Yeah, they definitely they put some insane details in here.
Right, they
That's
do it. And they're
crazy.
interior decorators. They do a great job. Everything that you see in the coach comes with the coach, and it's all usable stuff. I mean, it's not fake. It's real. They go out and every coach is decorated differently.
Yeah.
None of them come the same. I love this. So if I'm just going to open, if I just need to get a drink, I've got this side of the door, and then I can open the whole thing, and it's all stainless line.
Yeah.
This is the signature LG product. They'll come right to your coach. They'll work on this product right inside your coach. They are RV friendly, and that's why they've gone with this product line, is because of the RV friendliness of it
Nice.
all.
Very cool.
The other reason is because it does some really cool stuff. It does the good ice, and if you know, you know. Sonic, Whataburger, good ice, right?
Oh my gosh, my girlfriend is a fanatic for good ice.
Right,
And
it's a thing. It's
yeah.
a thing. And you
Yeah.
don't know that it's a thing until you
Yeah.
do it. You can't see it, it's not in here right now, but this also does the whiskey ball ice.
Oh, wow.
So,
All
you know,
right.
if you're a craft ice person, then it's there for you. So I love that about it.
Nice. Cool.
What?
Let's do a couple things here in the kitchen real quick because I do
Okay.
want people just to see kind of what you have in here. So let me show you some of the storage space real quick. You can see it's all carpet lined back behind here. Feel free to interject and add any additional details if you feel inclined to as well. But show you just kind of your storage, what you're working with. Of course, you're gonna have a dishwasher. You wouldn't really be able to tell because the dishwasher looks just like your cabinet door. Also,
I love this. It slides. When it's closed, you push to unlock it. That way, because it's heavy. That's the only one that you have to do that with, but
got it.
because it's heavy, you don't want it sliding out.
For
And then
sure.
this opens up to give you more storage underneath that.
Beautiful.
And the same thing
What's
happens here.
the interior drawer construction material there? Do you know?
Yep. They use a solid wood in here and a plywood.
Nice. Oh yeah, and it's like a well finished off
Oh
plywood.
yeah, there's no staples. It's all screwed.
Very nice. We don't have to open every drawer.
Yep,
for
I just
'em,
like
but
to
just
show you
kinda-
that one because that is amazing.
Yeah.
Because that closes up, so you double. Because if you stack stuff, you can't find it, right?
Right.
So
And then over on this side, got a couple things here.
wine cooler.
So you got your wine cooler there, lights up when you open it up, and up here gonna be
Big storage.
push on these or just
Now
pull?
just pull it. But 20-pound pulls.
Very nice.
So everything's got a hard pull on it to make sure it's not sliding open while you're
Yep.
driving down the road. But this
Beautiful.
coach does ride so smooth that you would not have that problem.
Yeah. Have you got to drive these around very
I do.
much? Yeah.
I do. I've got to drive them a lot, and it's the most fun to drive. It's
I
one of
bet.
those things I tell people when we're driving. If you've ever been in a coach or you've driven a big coach and you've ridden over like a speed bump and you kind of feel that whole coach do that thing that it does,
Mhm.
this smooths them out. You
Oh,
smooth out
beautiful.
speed bumps. You smooth out those bridges with the rails in it.
Yeah.
That's part of that performance choice that's on the front end. We can talk about that. There's a whole brochure over there. It's
Very cool.
I can get a little long-winded. Don't let me do that, Myles.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing fantastic, but there's so much to talk about in coaches.
So
like
much. We
this.
could be in here for hours and talk
Yeah,
about it.
Definitely.
This is your control panel. So everything is here as far as water. This is a Rosie system. Let's see if we can go back. So that's where all of your, to set up the gen start, to set up the air conditioner, and you do have overrides. One thing, ForeTravel's philosophy is that 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So they build a redundancy into everything. So this is a
nice.
computer, right?
Yeah.
What happens to computers?
All kinds of stuff.
Computers fail, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've all had a technology glitch. Trust me, when
Yeah.
we do a show, there is multiple technology glitches throughout this thing. But
Absolutely.
if this fails, there are 2 more of the old school boxes for your air conditioning system right in the bathroom in a cabinet hidden away. So if this fails, you can still turn the air conditioner on. You're not going to be stranded with no air. So that's a big deal. We live in Florida.
Yeah,
It's a big deal here.
definitely.
I did not bring the keys, and I apologize. But
That's
this is
okay.
where you control your bunks at. And this is
Yeah.
where you control your slides at. These slides are different because you have to turn them on, you have to activate it, you have to let the air be vacuumed out of that air bladder before it comes in, and then it will reinflate. So
Got it. Before we get any further, too, how many interior color options do you see with ForeTravel?
4. Crown, which is a brown. Dover, which has got some grays and some blues in it, so a little color in it. This is the new aristocracy. And then you have, I'm sorry, you have 5 right now. Majesty, which is a lighter gray, and we have that here. And then we have a brand new floor plan for the next year, and it's called Sovereign, and it's a really light tan. It's two-tone.
Yeah.
So it's like this, and I've got that in a coach out here, so you can always take some
Yeah.
shots of that.
Beautiful. The other thing, too, before we go further back, you have this pretty incredible light feature here up in the ceiling, kind of like an infinity sort of light feature there that
Yep.
has the color changing lights, just a huge statement piece when you walk in. Looks really cool.
And you can set that so it doesn't
Have to change color.
doesn't have to change.
Don't have to be in a nightclub.
Yeah,
the
we
whole
don't have
time.
that disco.
Right.
This is the new design on the bunkhouse in this coach. I'm going to open this up for you. In the past, ForeTravel has had all of their audiovisual equipment in the middle of this, so these bunks were fixed. So you could only use it as a bunkhouse. But now, let's say your kids are 14, 15, 16 years old, and they're only going to go with you a little bit longer. Now this will go to the ceiling, and you have a hanging bar underneath there.
Yeah. How many people do you see, or would you predict, like, use this as a closet as opposed to a bunk?
It's
situation?
probably about 50-50.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like having 2 full bathrooms, and the fact that this coach has a shower here with a toilet and a sink, as well as the tub and everything in the back, everybody gets their own bathroom. So if you're married and you sent your husband to the front and he can only use the little bathroom, this is his. And you get the bathtub. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's something I've always assumed is a lot of people probably look at these and they look at this as, you know, more of a let's get the closet space that you get from this versus let's use it for bunk beds.
I can't reach that, but there is you do have a shade here too.
Nice.
So, and then you've got power shades on the windows in here as well. So I've got that one closed, so you can kind of see what that looks like. You can change the color of the lights around the edge. There's a lot that you can do here. It's a collapsible ladder, so it's not in the way.
Definitely.
You've got TVs in both bunks naturally.
Let me squeeze in here,
Sure.
show them this full bathroom real quick. So you got your toilet back there. Feel free to add in any information that you might feel necessary. This is all just going to be...
That's those air conditioner overrides that I was talking about. Yep. That's all of your breaker boxes, so they're not down on the ground underneath the bed like they are in so many coaches.
Nice. Same countertop material
in
here.
Same countertop material throughout the coach.
And then a real tile shower in there. That is a really cool design here in the shower.
ForeTravel takes about 300 to 400 man-hours of tile work in this coach. It is a lot.
That. And then this is something I always do. Got to step into the shower, show you the height in here. So I'm about 6'3", just about with my shoes on. Plenty of ceiling height in here into the skylight. You can see all that room that you're going to have up into here. And the shower head actually does sit high enough where I would not have to duck underneath it. You can adjust this up to an even higher position, tilt it down. And if you're like 6'4" or under, you're going to be very comfortable in here without a doubt, which is crazy for like not even being the primary bathroom. So that's awesome. And then you have some storage space in here. So a couple drawers here that will pull out for some storage. Any storage under the sink there?
No, none underneath there, but you do have storage here.
Nice.
So.
And then that's pretty much it here. Keep moving back to the bedroom, and the highlight of the coach definitely being the spa bathroom that is up front, or in the back, sorry.
But before we get there, you've got to talk about the bedroom.
Oh, for sure.
And I am loath to admit that I'm only 5'2", so I fit in any of the showers anywhere on the block. So
right.
We're good. So I love the bed. It is a bamboo latex mattress. It is hypoallergenic. It is heat and massage. It is mobile. It goes up. And when it's up, look how much room you have in here to walk through the coach.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's independent. So there are actually 2 mattresses here.
Nice.
So if one person likes to sleep a little tilted up, you can. The other person can lay flat. However you want to do it, it works like that. So I love that. You've got a ton of storage. I think this is critical in this coach. Tons of storage up here. That plug that you see, that 110 outlet on that wall, that's a big deal. because you've got it on both ends, and you've got the little grommet type hole here.
Yep, so it can go
Yep.
down.
If you had a CPAP
side.
or some kind of cord that you needed to run through there, it's all set up for it on both sides of the coach.
Nice. And then these ones are connected here through the
Yep.
middle.
Yep.
A nice big area there through there. Awesome.
So TV's over here, and that button is going to be beside you, Miles. I came all the way through.
Got it. We won't lift that one up since it has the decor pieces on
No,
it.
it won't hurt it. You can put it
Oh,
up.
cool.
Yep.
Well, then let's
just hit open at the top of that page.
There it is.
And you can let that go. You don't even have to hold that button
Oh,
down.
that's great.
Yep, just not like other coaches where you have to sit there and hold it.
I'm so used to having to hold down the button the whole time.
Yep, we don't want you to have to hold. We want to make this as easy as possible. That is the goal.
Man, can the rest of the RV industry do that for me?
And then you've got tons of storage here. You've got drawers and lighted hanging bars. All of your hanging bars in this coach are lighted.
Awesome. Very nice.
And again, that countertop comes all the way through. And I'm going to get out of the way. Oh, one thing I do want to show you because it's, and I don't know, we've been out here for 3 days now.
Yeah.
So air-wise, we may starting to be out of a little air, but watch this. Yeah, it's not going to work on me. Dang it. So this is an air-driven door. These are pneumatic doors.
Oh, wow.
So, but once I've got all of the air out and we've used what's in that system, and we don't crank them up and recharge them up, that's what happens. But if you're sitting and you have the air level set up on this coach, then it's going to cycle that air.
Oh, nice.
So that compressor will kick in every 24 hours, so you won't run out.
I did not know that was powered through the air system.
Yep, both of these doors are.
Nice.
All of your pocket doors.
Nice. Yeah, I thought they were just like electric driven. That's awesome.
Yep. And I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm going to let you go in that bathroom because it's amazing.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look, and I'm going to kick my shoes off because when we come in here, to the left, let's just get right into this over here, this spa bathroom. This would be like my mom's dream. I hope she never watches this video because...
Hi, Mom.
She definitely will. But this is incredible. This is the coolest thing ever. Now, what I will need some explanation on, I'm actually going to get into this tub here because you can see we have a full bathtub, and you have to see how big it is because it's incredible. Now, explain to me this mirror that I'm looking at right here.
Yeah, so that's also a TV.
That's crazy.
So when you turn it on, it's going to be a TV.
Yeah.
But about this tub, it is a spa tub. So you have jets.
Look at this, y'all. I'm 6'1", and my legs are fully extended in this tub.
It is heated, so the water is going to stay hot longer.
That is so cool.
And then if you're just using it for a shower, you've got a ledge back there, so you can actually sit down.
That is,
Oh,
this is amazing.
You guys can shave your legs if you need to. I mean,
right? Yeah, you have a super tall sitting shower head here. So again, just height perspective. Without my shoes on, now that I took those off, I am 6'1", and you can see here that is way over my head here, and you could literally be like 7 feet and fit in this shower. So that is just phenomenal, and it looks amazing inside here. Sorry, camera's spinning around like crazy. But super high sitting shower head, but you can also move it around, and it's a wand, so you can take that out of there, and all of the tile work just looks incredible. I mean, even just the shelves for your soaps and stuff like that is all really well done with great materials, and it is amazing. It is just such a fun experience, even just to walk through something like this. I couldn't even imagine owning something like this. I would never shut up about it. I feel like I'd want to show everybody.
Well, I do. So, and I don't own one, and I still do that. So, You've got another closet here. It's all cedar lined. Even the floor of your closets are carpeted. It's just those little extra steps that ForeTravel takes to make this the most amazing coach. This is an emergency egress door. We talked about that on the outside of this. This is the only floor plan that we use that you do a combo washer dryer in. But that is a residential style combo washer dryer. It is huge on the inside. Let me see if I can remember which side to open it up on. There it goes. So it's not tiny like so many of them are. So that's a big drum. Nice. And you can opt for, like if you wanted to build your own coach, right? You can opt for a stack. You've got room in here for it. But the reason that they do this is to give you, because it sleeps so many people, to give you a little more hanging closet space. So that's why we stock it naturally with this washer dryer.
Got it.
Sorry.
Yeah, with the combo unit there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And I have seen people too, even in like the towable RV space and people that full time that have opted, even in units that do have the capability for a washer and a dryer, to go with a combo unit, just for the ability to throw one load in there and just have it knock it out. Real quick, this here is liquefied. This is going to be a black tank treatment for your RV. So I will be using this in my RV. Would recommend it for you too. You can find this on Amazon, but basically just breaks down everything in your black tanks to make sure it decomposes properly, everything drains out properly, and everything stays smelling fresh. So you can find that on Amazon. And then you have your bathroom sink here. Huge, huge sink space that you have, and the texture in there is just so cool.
They do such a good job with their
Yeah.
fixtures like that. Big again, you go with the big ledge in the back. That way you can actually get to that stuff.
Yep.
I'm going to open this up for
Yep.
you
Open it up.
because don't tell anybody your safe is hidden in the bathroom.
That is a great spot for it.
Right? And you've got a plug in that closet.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you needed to plug something up back here, you've got a space for that too, which to me that's remarkable. And you also have one underneath here because plugs are important. Curling irons, hair dryers, flat irons, the whole nine thing.
Yep. Absolutely. Wow. What an amazing motorhome. This is pretty phenomenal. I don't think you really miss much of anything. I mean, I have like no questions left. Obviously, if y'all have questions, you can let us know down below in the comments. Any additional questions, we can do our best to answer them down there as well. But Terri, thank you so much for giving us a really thorough walkthrough on this. I learned a ton. Again, tell them what store you're at, where you're located, and then we'll wrap this up.
Myles, thanks so much again for having me on your channel. I just cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. It was such a pleasure to meet you when we were in Hershey and then to be invited to do this with you. I am super excited. I am at the Blue Compass Orlando store, which is located at 485 State Road 436 in Castleberry. That's a whole mouthful of stuff right there.
Yeah.
But if you look up Blue Compass RV Orlando, you'll find us. I am one of the sales managers there. I specialize in these high-end diesel products. And it's just fun. These are fun. Customers are fun. I absolutely love what I do. I can't figure out any other way to do it. So thanks for having me.
And if y'all have made it to this point in the video and would like to see Terri on a video again, let me know down below in the comments. I know I sure would love to have her in more videos, so I might have to take a trip to Orlando for you guys to get some more videos of this stuff. But that's all we got for y'all. Appreciate y'all watching, and until next time, live firmly unbound.